I see young women who are Ariana's age and younger. And I think about my own two daughters, Sasha and Malia. And sometimes it makes me stop and it makes me wonder, what kind of America will our daughters grow up in? What kind of America will our daughters grow up in? Will our daughters grow up with the same opportunities as our sons? Will our daughters have the same rights, the same dreams, the same freedoms to pursue their own version of happiness? I wonder, because there's a lot at stake in this country today, and there's a lot at stake in this election, especially for our daughters. To appreciate that, all you have to do is review the recent decisions handed down by the Supreme Court of the United States. For the first time in Gonzalez versus Carhart, the Supreme Court upheld a federal ban on abortions with criminal penalties for doctors. For the first time, the court endorsed an abortion restriction without an exception for women's health. The decision presumed that the health of women is best protected by the court, not by doctors, and not by the woman herself. That presumption is wrong. The only thing more disturbing than the decision was the rationale of the majority. Without any hard evidence, Justice Kennedy proclaimed it is self-evident that a woman would regret her choice. He cited medical uncertainty about the need to protect the health of pregnant women, even though the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists found no such uncertainty. Justice Kennedy knows many things. My understanding is he does not know how to be a doctor. You know, I'm here as a candidate for the presidency of the United States of America because I had a grandmother. But most of all, I'm here as a candidate because there are these two little girls that I try to tuck in every night. It's harder during the campaign season, whose futures depend on us creating a more equal society. You know, I want my daughters to grow up in America where they have the exact same opportunities as America's sons. I want Sasha and Malia to dream without limit, to achieve without constraint, to be absolutely free to seek their own happiness. At this crossroad, we need to talk about what America might be, an America of equality and opportunity for our daughters. We need to talk about what Justice Ginsburg called a woman's ability to realize her potential. Because when we argue big, we win. I am convinced of that. We're at a crossroads right now in America, and we have to move this country forward. This election is not just about playing defense, it's also about playing offense. There will always be people, many of goodwill, who do not share my view on the issue of choice. On this fundamental issue, I will not yield, and Planned Parenthood will not yield. When there are real wars being fought abroad, they would have us fight culture wars here at home. But I am absolutely convinced that culture wars are just so 90s. Their days are growing dark. It is time to turn the page. We want a new day here in America. We're tired about arguing about the same old stuff. I have stood up for the freedom of choice in the United States Senate, and I stand by my votes against the confirmation of Judge Roberts and Samuel Alito.
Roe v. Wade.
Well, the first thing I'd do as president is sign the Freedom of Choice Act. That's the first thing that I'd do. With one more vacancy on the court, we could be looking at a majority hostile to a woman's fundamental right to choose for the first time since Roe versus Wade, and that is what is at stake in this election. Look, in my mind, reproductive care is essential care. It is basic care. And so it is at the center and at the heart of the plan that I propose. And I'm absolutely convinced we're not just going to win an election, but more importantly, we're going to transform this nation. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
if they make a mistake, I don't want them punished with a baby.